everybody, Bree here to do another of my little boy's backstories. This time, Aldric. He was the first doll that I had a backstory kind of prepared before he showed up. I did that because I was just so excited. And I'd gotten a lot more into writing backstories since I'd had Raleigh, and I wanted to have something prepared and ready for when he arrived, just so I could... It would help me bond with him. I like having characters. I like having characters for dolls when they show up. So, off we go. Aldric started out as wanting to go into the military. He actually wanted to do what Raleigh does, but because of the training regimen that would have to go into just, basic things to be a part of the army, he wasn't athletic. He's not the outdoorsy type. So he couldn't do that. He failed miserably, and so instead went into law school. He stayed there, graduated, and ended up working for a judge in the capital of their little country. So that's what he did for a while, and then the judge got called to the king's palace to be an advisor, and he took Aldric with him. Now, Aldric was very thrilled. He's like, okay, I get to live somewhere nice, it'll be great, and my boss is, not completely horrible, so let's go, let's do it. So he followed his employer there, and was just kind of like, he was just a helper. That was his job, to keep papers straight, appointments. It was like some kind of cross between a secretary and a legal aide. More leaning on the legal aid side. But the problem was, as the years went on, his employer, who was already very old, became kind of senile. And his mind started to go. So Aldric ended up taking a lot of the responsibilities and just kind of feeding the man lines of what Aldric thought would be a good direction to take the country, what he thought would be most beneficial. And as we all know, power corrupts. And this little boy was not immune to it. He began kind of doing this little sneaky thing where he would take a little bit of money, he would, from the treasuries, he would take possessions, he would kind of steer things more and more because he could get away with it, because his employer wasn't as on the ball as he once was. So for years this went on, and Aldric kind of amassed a small fortune for himself that he kept mostly hidden from people, at least he thought he did, until Raleigh found out. And he was brought before the king to be tried for essentially treason. This is very high crimes of taking from the treasury and manipulating everyone. Bad, don't do that. That was wrong of you. It's fun to write for, though. So he was brought up, and he was brought up on charges, and Raleigh standing there like a smug little jerk because he's happy he caught this dingus. However, his employer decided to step in and not let Aldric get killed. So he now has to travel around with Raleigh to other parts of the country and help him gather information. The way they make him cooperate is that he is spiritually chained to Raleigh. He cannot use any of the alchemy he's learned, he cannot use any of the magic that he has put together, and he can't kill Raleigh. If he tries, the chain kind of acts like an electric collar and will put him on his back. He's not happy about it, Raleigh's not happy about it, nobody's happy about it, but it's his punishment and it's what he has to do. So that's kind of where he is in the story right now. This all happens before the story begins, so they're already stuck with each other before by the time it starts, and he's kind of a jerk. He likes annoying people for fun because he can't really do anything else for entertainment anymore. So he just kind of annoys his jailer to no end will try to get out of his punishment whenever he can, and just kind of has a lot of fun with it, which I will give him credit for. I wish I could do that a little bit more with my chemistry homework, just have a little bit of fun with an unpleasant situation. So that's where this little guy is in the story, and a little later hopefully I'll be able to put Raiko in as my third BJD boy and tell y'all where he fits into this story as well. So until next time, bye!